Hello everybody! Welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I am watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Today we're starting episode 10, which means we're officially in double digits. We're getting close to the end of this show. I'm sad! Last time on My Hero Academia Vigilantes, we got to see Koichi embrace it, not like develop a new power, since it's not new, it's just a power that he's repressed, of flight. Or more like hovering. So we had another evolutions of Koichi's power. We had a great team up with Ingenium, and our mom, Koichi's mom, is letting him be now. So that's all well and good. What's gonna happen this episode? I have no idea. Oh yeah, also Makoto knows Koichi's identity now. How will that change the story? I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen now. I kind of hope we make some more progress with the whole Hachisuka thing and the whole trigger thing, but we'll see. We're going to get into this episode, so if you guys are excited for more My Hero Academia Vigilantes, you should subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single episode going forward as we get close to the end of this show. Alright, this episode is called Event Announcement. So let's see what's going to be announced. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, in case you haven't been watching the show. Why are we getting a big recap? Maybe we're breaking the law a little bit. That makes it feel like we really, ooh. Knuckleduster.
昔よりずっとまともな暮らしだ。こうしていればよかったな。
It's better now than never. Is that your wife? Yeah. Is she problematic? Yeah. She doesn't seem to be super cognizant. Bees, huh? Okay. Man, I mean, about what I thought. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been wanting to know more about Knuckleduster this entire show. I'm glad we're finally getting into it. It's about what I expected, to be honest. Idol. Oh, is it an Idol event announcement? But I noticed that his wife has the eye patch. He's not hitting on them. These girls know. I noticed that his wife had like an eye patch over her eye, kind of similar to Hachisuka. Is she gonna follow him in? What is he trying to do? Well, messenger, what? Hello? Yeah, I'm like, the voice is Hachisuka, right? V-Killer. Ooh! Ah, it's his friend, okay. You know it. I'm like, does he want to find Hachisuka to make him pay? Do they actually have a child? Hello? Yeah, so that's not his real name. Dang it! So that's why he looked nice last episode. He was visiting his wife. He makes himself look nice for that. That's so cute. Yeah. It's not a real name. Okay. You know a bit then. Okay, so these two have been working together to figure out. Well,
せいぜい派手に立ち回って目を引いてくれれば勝手に手がかりが転がり込んでくる。
おとりかよ。
適材適所だ。
but you called them friends to your wife, right? We're learning a lot about Knuckleduster.
薬はまだしもな。じじいはやべえよな。
He is not.
お久しぶり。
Oh boy.
なんで出てくのよ。
どうすか。いつでの情報は。
Pop's dad was all like,
相変わらずすっげえ格好してんだ。
that's funny.
前に殴られた相手によく平気で話しかけてくるな。
いやー、実はその後いろいろあったんすよ。ね、そうがさ。
Yeah, we kind of know what he went through, but he seems conflicted about how Knuckleduster is potentially treating them.
ねえねえ聞いてよママ。なんか今日学校にストーカー
I knew it was gonna be some creepy shit like this.
怖いよね。クレカ使えなくなっちゃったよパパ。テレビ
Like, this is like they're like dead, just living in their house. God, she's so creepy.
そろそろお引っ越し時期かな。
Well, we're definitely getting plot developments. Oh my god. Well, we have to see him training. Steaming.
逃がさん。
Jeez. Lots of revenge
普通
there.
以来。
ブログ宛てにメールが来て。
He's not really a
駅
noble
前のデパ
hero.
ートの屋上でライブイベントやるから出ないかって。
すごい。本当のアイドルみたい。
Do you want to be a real idol?
客観的に言ったらただの道路で勝手に歌ってる人だし。
え、
Straight performer.
またまた。ファンの人いっぱいいるじゃない。
がっかりされて見放されちゃうかも。
おー、じゃあやめとく。
でももうこんな機会ないかも。
I know that feeling.
出たいは出たいんだ。
光一どう思う？
そうだね。大丈夫大丈夫。
適当なこと言わないで。
やめとけば。
応援しなさいよ。
Are you going to punch me
師匠は
whatever I
どう思
say?
います？
ちょっとおじさんの意見とか聞いてないし。
Asking for your opinion.
まあやれるだけやってみればいいんじゃないか。しっかりな。
師匠がまとめて変だ。
Now that we know kind of his internal
集中して。
thoughts, is he thinking like
じゃあまあできる限り
this will be a
です
good
よ。
thing for them to draw attention?
誠先輩に相談して
Oh,
み
of
ました。
course he did.
お
Yeah,
姉さん
I'm
に
sure
任せなさい。
I'm sure she's gonna love
よろし
this.
くねポップちゃん。何それその人知らない。
Ow. Ow. A combo.
ないってけどさ、あの人考え
Yeah,
た
I thought she would have assumed.
いろいろ
まず第一に。
Listen to
こ
her.
の件
She's
の
a
意見に関わらず、あなたたちの覆面活動について
she's a good person.
勝手に他人に漏らしたりしないと
I
約
think.
束します。もっと踏み込んだ協力をさせてもらえるのなら、私にとってこれは仕事。仕事上の関係を乱すようなこともしないわよ。何を言ってるのか全然わかんないし。
Consider
あ
her
なた
and
にやりたい
Koichi
ことがあるなら
professional,
どんどん利用してちょうだい。
not personal.
もちろん頼れる人が他にいるなら無理にとは言わないけど。頼れる人。
Reliable? No.
消極的選択。いえいえ英断ね。さて会場は丸金百貨店東成畑店屋上のイベントスペース。今回
It is crazy how it's such a widespread thing in Japan to have like space on top of department stores.
買
That
い物客がご飯を食べながら
never
ちょ
seen
っと
that
見て
in
いく
America.
みたいな感じになると思うわ。町内会のカラオケ大会みたいなものってこと。
なんだ、楽勝じゃん。
何よそれカラオケとか。なんて思ってる主催者をギャフンと言わせちゃうのはどう？
Oh my god.
誰かと飛行と鍵の複合個性。
The fucking Gamera villain. Captain Celebrity's here. Do you have a new script now? Man, I liked it better before this PR move. Well, as long as he's having fun. No, he's not.
すっかり名物となったジャパニーズスタイルの応援も大好評です。
Are they?
誠
Please stop with the us.
やれることはやってると思うけど
そこにもう一声。地域住民の好感度の大幅アップを図るチャンスです。
Okay. Makoto using all of her connections. She's really become kind of integral to the plot a lot more than I thought she would be.
あくまで地元発を希望しますが、チープなイメージに寄りすぎないよう設備周りについては改めて相談させてください。
She's impressive in her own way, for sure.
すごい。
Yeah,
うちのボスの名前を使ってイベントをランクアップしてもらったわけ。
sure.
カラオケ大会からインディーズのライブくらいにね、一緒にステージを成功させましょう。
Sounds all very exciting.
ね、マルカネ百貨店の
See, all you have to do is ask.
ユニット？地元枠の若い子たちにテーマソングを歌ってほしいそうよ。
A theme song.
注目
Okay.
度も
Let's hear it. This theme song. It's pretty much what you'd expect. No, they pissed on it.
なんか昔の歌って感じっすね。
Yeah. It's...
高度な曲。心配高いの。
Yeah, sure.
私の手に負えるかしら。
What do you mean?
本当やりたい
What are the other ensemble members?
クリス兄貴と共演するんだって
共演っていうか、
Yeah.
ほとんど接点ないけどね。
いやそれでも十分すごいじゃない
You're in the same
集めてみんなで
the same room as the celebrity.
ありがとう。
ごめん。
She's very stressed.
そんなに心配しなくてもいつも通りで大丈夫大丈夫。
適当なこと言わないで。
Well, there's Saturday.
こんなイベントやるんだ。
Yeah. You should show up. I'm sure Knuckleduster would like that.
あれ、なんだろう。ムカつくかも。
It bugs you.
じゃあまあ、私なりに面白くしちゃおうか。あのさ、最近あいつ学校来てない。
Yeah, like what happened to her?
あんた知らない？そう、知らない。
Yeah, I just mind controlled her and left her somewhere.
見つけた元気そうで何より
Oh shit, that was threatening. Alright, we're gonna get some, it's gonna be crazy the next couple episodes, huh? Alright, everyone. That was episode 10 of Vigilantes. What an interesting episode. It's really weird. We're having two kind of opposite storylines happening. One where Popstep has been invited to, join this live event. It seems like she was mainly doing the whole singing thing as like a hobby, and I've said like as like a way to relieve stress perhaps, which is a lot of what hobbies are, I guess. So on the other side we have Knuckleduster, who gave, you know, I'm sure surprising to Popstep, he was very like, yeah, you should do it. And we know the reason for that now is because he wants to create a situation that Hachisuka just can't miss. Yes, so we learned a lot about Knuckleduster this episode. We got to see kind of what his motivations are, why he does this. He doesn't do it really out of a sense of justice. We're learning that it's more of a revenge kind of thing. Which, you know, I kind of guessed that the reason why he's after Trigger is because something to do with his family, maybe his scar. Interestingly, though, I did look, he does have his scar in that flashback, so the scar is unrelated. I guess that's fine. I just always assume when a character has a scar that there's some meaning behind it, and we will get, because it's always deliberate. Sometimes characters are scarred just to show that they've been through a lot of battle. Like, this is the first thing that comes to mind. Yamcha in Dragon Ball has scars, but, you know, we never get it explained. It just kind of shows that he's had a lot of battle. So, but Knuckleduster, he talked about how he has kind of turned his life around, made different changes to his life. But that's something he's telling his wife, who seems not like a vegetable, but she's not really cognizant of what's happening. It seems like an after effect of Hachisuka's poison, which we'll talk about that as well. I'm wondering if the scar on his face is related to his past, maybe his reckless past. His wife mentioned what sounded like a child, Tama. So do they have a child? Or is this part of the maybe the delusion, kind of? Because his wife definitely seems in another place. Just all very sad, and it makes me understand Knuckleduster a little bit more, but it also turns Knuckleduster from this character you've kind of been like, this guy's funny and crazy, into like, okay, well, there's a logic behind what he's doing, but that actually makes him kind of scary. Well, first of all, he's trying to hunt down this high schooler. And yes, Hachisuka definitely needs to go to prison. I don't know if that's fully Knuckleduster's idea of what needs to happen here, though. So yeah, his story is much more about revenge, and he's kind of been using the other two to draw attention. But this episode kind of recontextualizes everything that we've seen with Knuckleduster. Like, is the only reason he helped out because he saw a bunch of people that he could like make a network with? Because he's also been working with the other people when he showed up to help. Soga seems conflicted also about the fact that he knows Knuckleduster is using the kids. I wonder, when he called us like many episodes ago, was he going to tell us about how he's working with Knuckleduster? Was he going to tell us the truth? It kind of just, all of Knuckleduster's actions can be looked at through the lens of, he does everything to try and find Hachisuka. That's his main goal. The reason why he's all like, oh, Koichi will be a good person to become friends with will be because he has a house that no one would think, first of all, is a house, is an apartment that you can live in, because it's in like a semi-abandoned building, so it's like, this is a good hideout. Like, is that what he was thinking? It just makes it feel like not genuine. So I wanted to find out more about Knuckleduster this whole time, but I guess the finger of the monkey's paw curled a little bit and made it so that Knuckleduster, finding the truth about him, you also learn the darkness in him and how he hasn't been fully genuine with our main other two characters. And I mean, Popstep and Koichi are just so innocent that it's like, they'll never expect it. But he did call them friends. I mean, he said he made friends. He has hobbies to his wife. Is that how he legitimately views it? Or is he lying? Like, his hobbies, we also saw his training, his intense training. Are hobbies and friends just a means to an end? Or does he legitimately have fun being with Popstep and Koichi? I hope the answer is yes, but not a lot of... We'll need to see more moments. He has to choose them over his revenge goal, I think, is how it has to go. Hachisuka does have to go down. She is very creepy. We're learning a little bit more of the capabilities of her quirk. I think it's one of the coolest quirks in the entire series. I don't know if everyone will agree with me on that, but I just think it's really creepy and it's very unique. But it seems like she was talking about this in another episode, how she can adjust the chemical composition of what her bees sting people with. So can she just sting people with paralyzing? Like, is this what happened to his wife and the people in there? But it also seemed like Hachisuka mind controlled her friend and put bees in her skirt. I hope it was just under her skirt and not like in her, if you know what I mean. Like, what are the extents of the chemicals that she can make? We've seen paralyzing, mind control, trigger, What other things can she do with her chemicals? Mind control doesn't even make sense. There's no science there. But yeah, the fact that she just like chooses people's homes and just like, yeah, I'll live in these people's homes. And in the dark too. Why do you care? What? Just to be creepy? You can leave the lights on. It's not your power bill. But we're definitely gonna confront her at this live event, which will also have Captain Celebrity there, which, like I said, I was saying in the episode that where he got introduced, you can have him around, and it'll be nice to have him around for maybe when things get a little bit more intense. So him being there is kind of like exactly what I said, because I'm a writer. I know why you'd, when you introduce a character, there needs to be a reason. It could have just been world building. That would be a reason enough, but I don't think that My Hero Academia is a series that does that. That really introduces a character that like takes up a whole episode just for world building purposes. But yeah, I don't have much to say about the live event thing. I think that was set up more this episode, and we're gonna see it more next episode. But Pop Step was just like being very relatable with it. She's warming up to Makoto a little bit now that Makoto is helping her. She doesn't really seem to have many ulterior motives. She's just kind of like doing a favor for a friend. I don't know. I guess she's kind of looking at it as like a chance to network, a professional relationship of like, well, I get to work with a vigilante, so that will further my research. So maybe it's not. But even then, not that many people go this far for their college research, I feel. So Pop Step's probably going to start to like her a little bit more. Especially because Makoto was all like, listen, I'll make sure that the relationship is just a professional one. And Pop Step's like, oh? You mean the relationship? The one that matters to me? So that was kind of cute, but Pop Step is really having a lot of doubts about... I feel like this is more of like the kind of true person that she is, that she tries to hide for the most part. This like introvert that is very unsure of herself. To perform at an event, it's a big step for her. I'm also worried because like the event's probably going to be crashed by the whole Knuckleduster thing. That could be something like, hey Knuckleduster, if you ruin this event for her, I don't know if she'll ever forgive you. And she might be right to not forgive him. We'll see how this goes. But the stakes are getting high, and we've only got episode 11, episode 12. Are there 13 episodes? There might be 3 episodes left. Let me know. I'll probably check on my own, but if you want to feel useful, comment. How about I don't check until one of you tell me, and then I'll be like, oh, are you telling the truth? And then I'll check. That was an interesting episode. Definitely setting up for the finale parts of this season. And if you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Vigilantes reaction going forward. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this episode. What you think about Knuckleduster. There's a lot to analyze from his character here. And with all that being said, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.